Hi, everybody. It's Julie Miller Davis, JMD Productivity Training, and this is Power Up Your Productivity August edition. Can you believe it is August already? I cannot. Well, I just wanted to start off with a little bit about JMD Productivity Training. If this is your first broadcast with us, hello. Please enter in the chat that you're here and who you are, where you're from, maybe. Hello, Susie. I see you there. I'm so happy that you're here. Thank you for being here. At JMD Productivity Training, we are all about getting stuff done. And I mean the important stuff, not just all the stuff. So we are going to be talking today actually about how do we get the most out of a conference if we're going to attend a retreat, a conference, a event where there are going to be a lot of people there. Hi, Chris. Nice to see you. And you're going to be networking as well as getting training and that kind of stuff, because we are entering into conference season. And I am headed to, it's top of mind for me because I'm headed to eWomen Network International Conference tonight. It starts on Wednesday, but I have a presentation to do tomorrow in Dallas. And then I head into the conference, and conference is Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. It's 4 days of connecting with hundreds, if not 1,000 women and men, entrepreneurs and business owners. And I have another, my own event that I'm putting on in November or and late October, 26, 27, 28th. That's my own event that I'm putting on. And also I'm going to another retreat for the Idea Collective in November. So I have a lot of things myself coming up, and I know that there are all kinds of events and conferences and retreats and all of that coming up for a lot of you this fall. So that's where I wanted to focus some energy and information today on the Q&A. Please remember, this is a live Q&A. So if you have questions, post them in the chat. If you have questions that you would like answered on a future Power Up Your Productivity, please let me know, because I'm always looking for content. So I would love to know future cast what you would like answered on this call. So you can always write like a hashtag future question, and we'll put it on our list of things that I can talk about in our monthly calls. We are the fourth Monday of every month. Sometimes it's the final Monday, sometimes it's not. Sometimes there's 5, like this month, there were 5. So conference season, let's talk about a couple of things. I actually have some handouts for you if you would like these. I'm gonna hold them up for you today to kind of glance at. But if you want these, all you need to do is direct message me on Facebook, on LinkedIn, or message me at julie@juliemillerdavis.com, spelled exactly like it sounds. And let me know that you would like these handouts. I don't have them as an opt-in yet, but we will send them to you and let you have these so you can take advantage of them. So the first thing that I would like to talk about is what happens at conferences. Is we're so excited, we're getting poured into, and there is so much information coming at us, and we're meeting so many awesome people. And here's the truth. We can't implement everything that we learn at the moment that we learn it, or right when we get back. We might have a plan of attack. That's what I'm all about here at JMD, is implementation, and how do we do it in a intentional manner and with a plan of attack. And then all these people that you're going to meet, lovely people, all have a lot to offer, all have a lot of amazing things going on. All are not a good match for us to pursue relationships with in our businesses. Some might be great for business, some might be great for personal, some, you just fall in love with them, and maybe you fall in love with them and their business. And so how do we get strategic, there's the word, about getting the most out of these events? Well, I thought a lot about this, and I think that one of the best pieces of advice I ever got was from a gal named Tish Times. She talks a lot about networking. And hi, Leisha. What she talked about was at any given event, never take away more than a handful of cards. Now, this is at a small networking event. So it's probable that you're going to probably meet 3 to 5 people a day that you want to possibly connect with at a conference, at a multi-day event. Okay. So what I recommend is that you really choose 3 or 4 people from each day that you want to follow up with and connect with. Because the truth is, if we don't get really intentional about how many people that we want to follow up with, we won't follow up with anyone. Okay. So what I have done is created a little it's not really a spreadsheet. StreamYard's a little crazy because it's the opposite. It's like not even looking in a mirror. It's like total opposite. So excuse me. So I have a column here of who I met. So writing down at the end of the day, or even throughout the day, who did you meet and any notes that you remember about them. Now, another tack for this is on the back of their business card. If you're collecting business cards, write some notes. What were they wearing? Do they have kids? What was something that they said that really struck you so that you can connect something about them to them so that you don't forget why you want to connect with them. Okay. So it's writing notes about who you're meeting and who you want to connect with. So I basically have the date on here, like when did I meet them? Day 1, day 2, day 3, or, the actual date that I met them. Where am I here? The actual day that I met them. And then some notes. I also do this with business cards. A little trick of the trade that I was taught is if you really want to connect with someone and you're getting handfuls of business cards at certain events, just fold the corner of the ones that you really want to connect with. Just fold that little corner and just say, yeah, I want to get to know him a little bit more. So I'm going to connect with them. But then write some notes somewhere, whether it's on this sheet that you might decide to get from me or somewhere else. Now, the other thing that's going to happen besides networking at these events is you're going to get some training. I have notebooks and notebooks and notebooks and notebooks and notebooks and notebooks and journals and journals and journals and journals and journals of information that I have gotten at different events from different speakers and different trainers, right? How many of you can resonate with that? Seriously. So I have a notebook that I will take to this conference. Some people that I know have started using Remarkable, which is an electronic resource for kind of organizing your notes, organizing your stuff. It's pretty amazing. You can download PDFs into it and make them fillable and use them and all of that. But I take notebooks, still journals. And so I'll have a journal at the conference that I'm going to this week. And I will take all my notes in that journal. But then I try to go back and highlight at the end of the day, what were my biggest key takeaways? What were the biggest, most important, the things that spoke to me the most, the biggest ahas that I had during the day? On this same sheet that I have for you, I actually have a column right here that says key takeaways. So on each day, I'm telling you, it's messing me up. On each day, I can't even do this straight. On each day, what are your key takeaways? What are the things that you want to make sure you remember? Because we can't remember it all. We think we can, but we won't, and we don't. And so then from those takeaways, on the same column in here underneath it, I have what is my action plan for returning home based on these takeaways? What is it that I want to do with this information? It was so important. It stood out to me. So now what do I want to do with it? Okay. So that's what we do with the takeaways. Then if we really want to be power networkers, my guess is that you are connected to other business people, other business owners, other entrepreneurs, other people in other networks. So then I actually have a column on here that is who I want to share this information with. Who do I want to talk to about, like, because I'm so excited. Who do I want to talk about what I'm taking away? Who do I want to tell this information to? Do I want to share 1, 2, or 3 things, or all the things? Who do I want to share it with? So that is really about, I call this the conference debriefing plan. So it's all about who did I meet that I really and truly feel a connection with and want to connect further with and want to learn more about. What are my 3 key takeaways from the day? 3 at the most. What action plan do I have about implementing or doing something with that action plan, with those key takeaways? And then who do I want to share it with? And my recommendation is that you do this each day of the conference, because then you've got a very specific thing that you have to reference when you get back, instead of having your journal just end up in some pile, or your notes or the handouts or the notebook or whatever they give you at this event, conference, retreat, whatever it is, whatever they give you, we don't want it to end up in a pile on your desk or in your on your shelves or in a file cabinet where you'll never see it again. Because you went and you invested time, you invested money, you invested yourself into these things. And so what is it that you can do in order to get more out of it and to actually utilize the information? I can't tell you how many people I ask to attend my workshops. I have my 3-day Jumpstart 10-year task list coming up. I have my event coming up, and they're like, well, I've just taken so much stuff. I just got to take a hiatus. I got to implement some of this stuff. Let me tell you, JMD productivity training is all about implementation. I'm not about giving you all kinds of new information that you're going to take and try to fit into your business. It's about how do we take all the stuff you have and all the ideas you have for your business and implement them. That's what makes me different. That's what we do. And of course, new ideas happen and evolve along the way, because we're all about growth and moving the needle. So that's what we're going into this conference for. That's why you're investing in yourself. You're going to look at your key takeaways. You're going to look at the people that you want to connect with, and you're going to make an action plan for when you get home. So that is the debrief. Each day, at the end of each day, just debrief, just for a minute. This would probably take you 15 minutes max before you go to sleep at night, or before you go out and have happy hour or whatever. I really encourage you to get intentional about what you're doing while you're there. We get really caught up in the moment, and we're investing, like I said. Okay. The next piece is when you get home. So that debriefing plan is daily at the conference. The next piece is when you return home. What happens is we, number one, are feeling overloaded with information. We're tired. And so if you've done the debriefing plan, you're going to feel less of that. Also, if you can proactively, before you leave, schedule time that you will spend following up and calendaring in the action steps that you want to take, that will help also. Give yourself a moment to utilize and dig into the information that you got while you were there. So scheduling follow-up with those people that you wanted to connect with. And I am going to tell you right now, you need to send a text, email, a voicemail to these people that you want to further connect with no more than a week after you get back. They're overwhelmed too, but if you reach out and you get in touch with them, it's going to make a humongous difference in how they view you as a professional as well. They're going to think that you have your poop in a pile, that you've got your stuff together, and you are really and truly wanting to connect with them. It says a lot. It says a lot. The other thing is Share those little nuggets that you like, that little column of who do I want to share this with. Reach out to the people that you said you wanted to share that information with. And the more you talk about what you learned and what you were excited about, the more likely you are to remember it, and the more likely you are to implement. So reach out to those friends, those acquaintances, those colleagues that you wanted to share these nuggets with, and talk to them about that you want to tell them what you learned and what you thought about, that you thought about them while you were at this conference, and you wanted to tell them this. It's so exciting. It's so cool, whatever that is. And then the last thing is to, when you get home, make sure that you are engaging in that action plan. What are the things that you want to implement as a result of what you learned? So it's all about implementation, engagement, intentionally going into these sessions, into these conferences, into these networking situations, and coming out with a plan of attack and then implementing it. This is really all I have for you today. It's a short and sweet training. We've been here about 20 minutes, I guess, a little less, about 15 minutes. But it's a really simple plan. And I've got like a little breakdown of avoiding that post-conference overload, what I just went over, as well as the daily debriefing. So if you are interested in those, please make sure that you message me, or on Facebook or on LinkedIn, message me and just put conference, and then give me your email and your phone number so we can get it to you. And then you can also just email me, julie@juliemillerdavis.com, put conference in the subject line, and then your email and your phone number so I can get you these things, because again, we don't have this all set up yet on the website for you to opt into, but we're working on it. So the other things I do want to tell you, just a couple of announcements. If anybody has questions over what I was training on today, please put them in the chat. I will answer them right here, but I just want to wrap things up by telling you what's up and coming at JMD Productivity Training. We have a free workshop, Jumpstart. It is called Tame Your Task List. This is about how to gain control over that never-ending task list and implement it with your calendar, tie it into your calendar, and actually get the things done that matter, and figure out how to actually tame that task list. And it is under juliemillerdavis.com/jumpstart. It is free. It's from 9 to 10:30. Every day from the 30th, 31st, and 1st. So it's in 2 weeks, 30th, 31st, and 1st from 9 to 10:30 Mountain Time, juliemillerdavis.com/jumpstart. Totally free. If you want to upgrade to VIP and have some live Q&A, get the recordings. I think it's $37. So you can upgrade to VIP if you want to, and take advantage of that. We also have the Unstuck event coming up at www.unstuckevent.com. Because you are here, I'm going to give you a little code that you can use for a discounted ticket. If you put in NW22, NW capitalized 22, your ticket will only be $197, and you can attend that virtually on Zoom for those 3 days. And it is an event. So we are like half day, a full day, a half day on the 26th, 27th, and 28th of October, unstuckevent.com. You can come on Zoom or come join me live and in person in Colorado Springs those 3 days and get even more live networking and live energy. But we do a great job keeping you connected and plugged into the community while you're on Zoom as well. So we've got those two amazing things coming up at JMD Productivity Training, and I would love to have you at any and all of these things and start implementing things that you need to implement, have thought about implementing for a long time, the task list that is taking you down with it. I'd really like you to wrangle that sucker in, and let's get some things under control. If no one has any questions, I am going to sign off here. Just remember, today was all about conference, being very intentional about it. I have a debriefing plan and a post-conference overload that you are welcome to take advantage of. If you just message me and give us your email and phone number, we will get this in the email to you ASAP. Thank you so much, everyone, for being here. I appreciate all of you that were here tuning in live. Thank you for being here. And until next, oh, that's the other thing. Next month, we are launching All the Things with Julie Miller Davis, which is an interview show that I'll be doing one time a month. It is on the September 12th, I know, is the date that we have. So September 12th, please tune in. All the Things with Julie Miller Davis. It is an interview show where we will be talking to other business owners and entrepreneurs about their productivity, their journey, and what they're up to in their business and what their biggest productivity, I don't want to say hacks, tips are, lessons are, and what they're reading and listening to so that you can learn from other business owners. I'm so excited about it and can't wait to get started next month on All the Things with Julie Miller Davis. So you've got all kinds of things to come up and tune into and take part in. I hope that I see you there. Thank you so much. This is Julie Miller Davis signing off for now.